Hey, Daily Dose. My name is Junior, and I have the great joy of serving as the high school pastor for our Temecula campus. A little bit about me. From elementary to high school, I was that class clown. I would say or do anything for a laugh. This is a little bit of confession, so please don't judge me too harshly on this. But even while in the beginning of my Christian walk, I still struggled with this. This was a big part of who I was, this sarcastic, playful person. And I failed to see how it was affecting those around me until I had a friend loving enough challenge me on this. Today, we're going to continue our topic on healthy friends, and healthy friends aren't afraid to challenge you. The story continues like this. We were in lunch together, a group of my friends and I, and we were ripping each other apart. We were telling jokes, laughing, except for one who was just kind of watching. And that one who was just watching it all take place ends up confronting me later. And I am floored whenever he confronts me and says, Junior, your sarcasm and your jokes are really hurting me. I didn't know how to respond. I finally worked up an apology. But what was so great about this was I was able to finally have an honest conversation with myself and those around me. I believe because this was somebody that I trusted in, someone that I relied on, that I was able to receive this and receive the change that was coming from this. And so I want to take you to Mark 9:2-3. After 6 days, Jesus took Peter, James, and John with him. Go ahead and make a mental note of that or underline that if you're following along in your Bibles, and led them up a high mountain where they were all alone. There he was transfigured before them. His clothes became dazzling white, whiter than anyone in the world could bleach them. I think we're all familiar that Jesus had 12 apostles, but Jesus also had three who made up his inner circle of that 12, Peter, James, and John. Here we see Peter, James, and John see Jesus at his highest, his greatest. But we also know and could see that Peter, James, and John accompanied Jesus at one of his worst, as he was in the garden praying the night before his crucifixion. Jesus trusted these three apostles and had so much relational stock that he was able to allow them to be a part of something that the others weren't. He challenged them and encouraged them in being the select few. I want to challenge you to do the same thing this week, North Coasters. I want to challenge you to see who are those three people that you can continue to build up and to challenge, and not be one of those jerks for Jesus who are just going to try to challenge anybody and everybody in your life group, but to want to see them for everything that God has for them. Church, I hope this blesses you, and we'll see you next time.